Welcome to Classes by Inspire Physics. Today we are going to see Earth's magnetic field, elements of Earth's magnetic field. We know that Earth is rotating about a fixed axis, passing through geographic north and south poles. It is rotating in a direction west to east. So Earth is rotating about an axis passing through geographic north and south. We can see in the diagram. This is the shape of the Earth. West direction, east. This is called equator and this is called a pole. North pole and south pole. This is the equator plane and this is polar plane. Now Earth is rotating about the axis passing through the center of the Earth in this direction. This is a directional rotation. Now due to the rotation of Earth, actually Earth is containing in the core of the Earth there are iron particles. There is a rich deposit of iron inside the core. But inside the core, the iron will be in molten state. So we can say it will be ionized. So when Earth is revolving, these ions also will revolve. Due to the revolution of the ions, along with the rotation of the Earth, what happens is it is behaving as a current loop. Okay, so this current loop can produce a magnetic field. We can say Earth has got some magnetic field. We are going to see the details of the magnetic field of Earth. Now what it is observed that if you place a compass needle, if you suspend a compass needle, it always align in the north-south direction. It will be aligning towards geographic north and geographic south. For example, say we can represent a compass needle like this. Compass needle is having two poles. One is north and south. If you suspend it freely, it will always align in north-south direction. So if it is suspended here at the center, if it is suspended, what we are expecting, it should align towards geographic north and geographic south. So what we are expecting is like this. It will align like this in this direction. It will be north and it will be south of the compass needle. But actually it is observed that it is not having this alignment. It is slightly tilted. See, I'll just draw the direction. Actually, this is not a position. What we expect it should align along with the geographic north and geographic south. These north and south are called geographic north and south. To indicate, we can give a symbol NG and SG, geographic. But it is observed that it is aligning in this direction. See, this will be the directional alignment. In this direction, it is found to be aligning. This is the north pole and this will be the south. Okay, these are the poles, north and south poles of the freely suspended compass needle. And what does it indicate? This is the direction of Earth's magnetic field. See, I can draw a line like this. This is the direction of Earth's magnetic field indicated by the compass needle. This is the direction. So this north pole, actually N is here. So we can say this north pole is called a magnetic north pole of Earth's magnet. Here I can say it is magnetic north south pole. Yes, M we can indicate. So there are two poles, magnetic north and geographic north. Geographic south and magnetic south. So it is making a slight angle from the actual geographic north and south. Now this angle is given a name called, see this angle is called declination. We can give a symbol theta. This theta is called a name called declination. So declination. Now how can you define declination? Declination having a symbol theta. So actually we can consider a vertical plane like this. A vertical plane passing through geographic north and geographic south. That vertical plane is called a geographic meridian. So a geographic meridian. What is geographic meridian? It is a vertical plane passing through geographic north and geographic south. Similarly, we have in magnetic north and south. We can imagine another vertical plane. That vertical plane is called a magnetic meridian. So we have two meridians. One is geographic meridian, other one is magnetic meridian. These are vertical planes. Vertical plane passing through magnetic north and magnetic south. This is the magnetic north of Earth's magnetic field and this is magnetic south. This vertical plane is called a magnetic meridian. Now we can clearly see between these two planes there is an angle. This angle is called a declination. Okay, this angle is called declination. You have seen what is declination. Now, if we suspend this compass needle, if it is able to move in a vertical plane, for example, like this. See, this is the vertical position of the compass needle. This is the position. It is able to move in a vertical plane like this. Actually, what we are expecting is in this direction, the compass needle should stand horizontally like this. But it will not stand horizontally. Actually, what happens is the compass needle will be aligned like this. This is the position of the compass needle. This is a position. This will be the horizontal direction. This will be the vertical direction. See, the compass needle is making an angle like this. North pole and south pole. It makes an angle here. So, the compass needle will not stand horizontal. It makes an angle like this. Okay, so this compass needle, it will never stand horizontal along the north-south direction. How it will stand? If the compass needle is able to move in a vertical plane, what happens is this compass needle will make an alignment like this. This is alignment. Okay, so this is the direction now. This is the horizontal direction and this is a vertical direction. You can say horizontal and vertical. It makes an angle here. See, this angle is given as symbol delta. Here I can mark the angle. This angle is a delta. This angle delta is called a dip angle. So what is dip angle? So actually Earth's magnetic field. Actual magnetic field of Earth. It is actually along a north-south direction, magnetic north and south. But it will never be horizontal or it is never be vertical. But it makes a slight angle like this. This angle delta is called a dip angle. Dip angle varies from place to place. The theta angle having an approximate value, the value theta is measured to be approximately equal to 11.3 degrees. So what is dip angle? Dip angle is the angle made by the magnetic needle if it is able to move in a vertical plane with respect to the horizontal. Now, if delta is the angle here, we have two components of the Earth. So, this is the direction of Earth's magnetic field. I can say B, vector B. I'll write it in terms of components. See, this is horizontal, this is vertical. This is the actual direction of Earth's magnetic field, vector B. Vector B or B. Now, this has got two components. If this is angle delta, horizontally what we can write, I can say BH. What is horizontal component? B cos delta. I can write B cos delta. Okay, then what will be vertical? It will be equal to BV. Vertical it will be equal to B sin delta. So BH means the horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field and BV is called the vertical component of Earth's magnetic field. So Earth's magnetic field has two components, vertical as well as horizontal components. Okay, so delta is called a dip angle. Dip angle can vary from place to place. Now we have a relation connecting these two. See, I'll write those equation. BV is equal to B sin delta. BH is equal to B cos delta. When we divide these two, we will get BV by BH. What will be? It will be equal to sin by cos tan delta. Okay. One more relation. When you square this and add, that is BV square plus BH square. What will be equal to? B square sin square delta plus B square cos square delta. Now if you take common, B square into sin square delta plus cos square delta, but this will be equal to 1. So B square into 1. So we will get B square into 1 is B square. B square is equal to left side is BV square plus BH square. Okay, this is another relation for Earth's magnetic square of Earth's magnetic field, or Earth's magnetic field B is equal to root of BV square plus BH square. Earth's magnetic field is the square root of vertical component square plus horizontal component square. So that's about angles called dip angle as well as declination. Now, one thing you need to remember here, since this compass needle is aligning in this direction, north pole towards magnetic north. This is magnetic north, this is magnetic south. If a compass needle should align north in this direction, Earth actually has a magnetic field. That's why the compass needle is aligning like this. Now the Earth will be, we can assume that the bar, we can say Earth is a big bar magnet. We can imagine like this. Okay, for this bar magnet, if this should be the south pole of the compass needle, here what we are expecting, Here we have the north pole of the Earth's magnet. Here we need the south pole of the Earth's magnet. So we feel it is extremely opposite. Compass needle align like this. Compass in north pole should align in this direction in order to attract the south pole of the Earth's magnet. South aligning to attract the north pole of the Earth's magnet. This is the magnet we assume inside the Earth in this direction. Okay, that's about the Earth's magnetic field. We have seen a few terms like declination, theta's declination, and dip angle is delta. Dip angle, the value of dip angle varies from place to place. See, if you go to equatorial plane, see, when you go to this equatorial plane, we can see that the angle delta will be 0. Why angle delta is equal to 0? Dip is equal to 0. Dip value is 0 because at equator region, the compass needle will stand exactly horizontal. Then dip angle is 0. When you go to, so we can say compass needle is horizontal. Compass needle or Earth's field is, compass needle is horizontal. Horizontal at equatorial plane, at equator. At equator. At polar regions, at poles actually the dip value, delta value will be 90 degree. What will be the position? Compass needle, if you go to polar region, the compass needle is vertical. It will align vertical. That's why delta is 90 degree. So when you go to equator region, the compass needle is like this. With respect to these places, it is horizontal. See, with respect to this place, it is horizontal. Here also horizontal. But when you move here, it is vertical. With respect to this place, it is vertical. Here and here it will be vertical. That's why delta value is 90 degree for polar region and delta is 0 at equator region. Okay, so we have seen the important elements of Earth's magnetic field. I hope that you have understood. Thank you.